rarely do women get to walk around in literally a capital city, a huge city at night by themselves without feeling intimidated or watched or in danger. Taipei, I do not take this for granted. This is really nice. This is the way it should be, but unfortunately the world doesn't work like that.
Picture this, you're alone, but not just alone. Alone in a place that doesn't know your name, doesn't care where you came from, and won't slow down for your hesitation. The streets are quieter now, but not quiet enough. Shadows stretch a little longer. Each footstep echoes louder than it should. You've heard the rules before. Don't go out. Don't trust anyone. Watch your drink, watch your back, watch everything. Share your location, keep someone on the line, or better yet, stay inside and wait for daylight like everyone expects you to. That's the deal for women in most cities of the world. But then there's Taipei, a city of millions that doesn't seem to flinch when the clock slips past midnight, where the lights don't just stay on, they invite you in, where the line between caution and curiosity start to blur. So tonight we test it. Just me, the streets, and the question nobody really answers out loud. How safe is safe when you're a woman completely alone? Hour by hour, I'm stepping into it. Eating, wandering, getting lost on purpose, just to see what this city does when no one's watching.
Good evening and welcome back to Taiwan. I am in the beautiful city of Taipei and I'm doing a very special video tonight. I'm going to be showing you just how safe Taiwan is. As a solo woman traveler at night, I'm going to be taking you hour by hour through the night, doing tons of different things and talking about how safe it feels, how safe it is. Taipei consistently ranks as one of the safest cities in the entire world, with violent crime being very, very low and being very safe for everyone. So I'm taking you around the city tonight. We're gonna go as late as we possibly can. Right now it is 10 p.m. I'm in the area of Ximending. This is a crazy shopping area and it is very much alive at 10 p.m. So we're gonna walk around this area, then we're gonna find a couple things to eat and we're gonna keep going into the night. Let's go.
Ximending is Taipei's neon heartbeat. Equal parts chaos and charm. It's what Harajuku is to Tokyo and Myeongdong to Seoul. By day it's a shopping circus, but by night it loosens its tie. Street food is sizzling, drinks are flowing, and sometimes you'll hear karaoke echoing down the alley. It's loud, alive, and a little messy in the best possible way. And through it all there's one constant. You're safe. Keep your usual wits about you, sure, but this is a place where you can wander, eat, drink, and soak it all in without that nagging edge of worry.
All right, it's getting closer to 11 p.m. I explored the area a little bit. Didn't have anything to eat because I'm craving something a little bit more substantial than just street food. But 11 p.m. this place is still wide awake. In my home city where I'm living right now, everyone's asleep by now. So it's really like refreshing to see people out and about, roaming around, shopping, eating, whatever they're doing. We're gonna go to a place that's open. Online it says open 24 hours. Some places say 3 a.m., but it's Fuhong Beef Noodles. So we're gonna go there now, have some Taiwanese beef noodle. Cannot wait, so delicious. All right, 11 p.m. Safety-wise so far, 10 out of 10. Haven't even had a weird feeling, haven't even needed to look behind me. So we are heading now to Fuhong Beef Noodles, this late night joint that serves up beef noodles. There's quite a few places here that do serve beef noodles, but this one is highly recommended and it is apparently open 24 hours, but it's only 11 p.m. now. We're gonna go in, have some dinner. Let's go. Okay, I'm inside now. It is super packed. I probably am gonna have a lot of people looking at me, but I think I'm going to enjoy this. It being this late and this packed is a really, really good sign. So I ordered a small bowl of beef noodles because you had to order orally and that's all I could order. So let's see what comes. I got my bowl of beef noodles. I'm happy that I was still able to communicate a little bit because I have forgotten so much Chinese. Like, it is crazy. I used to be able to read menus. I was not so confident in my communication, but I could point to things, I could read menus, and I could get by, but man, I have lost it. You need to practice. But of course, let's get to the beef noodles. So, pretty affordable. This bowl, it's a small bowl, but like pretty large. 110 NTD, which Canadian is like $4.70, which is like mind-blowing to me. I'm just loving the affordability here. I'm gonna look for a couple things in the beef, the tenderness, how marbled it is, the broth on its taste, flavor, how oily it is, and then the noodles, which actually look super rough, thick cut, how bouncy they are. Look at that, they're so curly. It's amazing. Okay, first things first, we gotta go in for the broth. Cheers. 11 p.m., probably like 11:15 now. Oh, it's nice. Okay, this one's a little different than the first night I was here. This one's a little bit more beefy and less emphasis on the spices that might be used to make the broth. Less oily, more emphasis on beef. Still really nice. The salt levels are perfect. Wow, okay, that was awesome. Let's go in for the beef. Now this looks extremely marbled. I'm hoping you can see that. Ooh, I don't want to drop it. Let's see how tender it really is. That was a really thick piece. Let's try a slightly thinner piece. So tender. Wow. Flavor of beef is really strong with these ones. Still really nice and marbled. Nice fatty veins throughout. Fantastic. If you're a beef lover, this bowl is for you. And last but not least, let's look at the texture of the noodles, the bounciness. These are some thick cut noodles. Holy smokes. Those are real thick noodles. Okay, bounciness on point, super thick cut, rough cut too. Like, you know these are handmade noodles when they look like this. Wow. Fantastic bowl of beef noodles. And for the price, I love this country. Okay, I always love the little add-ons that they have. So I added some pickled mustard greens and some vinegar. It's always nice to add a little something something. They had like some of that spicy beef lard, I guess it would be. But I'm not really feeling spicy tonight. So we're just gonna go in with the vinegar and the pickled mustard greens. Let's try that together. I love a little bit of sourness to my soup. This bowl is blowing me away. Loving the night vibes. I've never really done this before. Like, I've never gone out late at night. It's kind of a new experience for me. A good adventure. I'm shutting off the camera. I'm gonna finish this bowl of noodles. Okay, it is midnight exactly. I think the train ends now, heading up to the exit. Exit 4 is what I'm looking for. All right, midnight in Taipei, Songshan Station. It's really nice and quiet. There's a slight drizzle happening. Not many people walking around, but my goodness, I just love this city. It just feels so nice to be so safe outside.
This is where the night started slipping a little sideways. I had been chasing the promise of a late night foot massage. 24 hours, they said. Like some fluorescent sanctuary for the road weary. But it turns out, it was 228 Memorial Day. The lights were on, the doors were open, but I was told the massage therapist had gone home long ago. Now it was just me and my poor planning. That's when it hit me. The 24-hour bookstore that was next on my list? Yeah, that was probably going to be another ghost story. Still, curiosity is a hell of a drug. Public transport had already clocked out for the night. So if I was going to get anywhere, I would have to get a little creative.
Okay guys, with the metro officially completely shut down, I am riding the YouBike. This is gonna be my mode of transportation. Hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be heading to the eslite bookstore, which is open 24/7. And just by chance, this YouBike station that I'm standing at, I just had to follow that road. It's just like completely by chance that I couldn't find a YouBike down by Songshan station. So I literally was just like walking around aimlessly. I saw a little sign that says YouBike's this way, and then I saw a bunch. So this is how I'm gonna get around for the rest of the night. I'm gonna go this way. Let's see how much I can film on this YouBike.
The bookstore was in fact closed, so that plan died quietly. The next night though, I tried again. A different direction and a different rhythm. Raohe Night Market was still alive well past midnight. The lights were on, girls were hot, and people were lingering like the night had no end.
Okay, wow, the night market is like much more crowded than I had anticipated. Sunday night, things are alive here at Raohe. Lots of food, lots of different smells. Oh, just got hit with a stinky tofu. Wow, this is so cool. So let's go through, try to find a massage place. That was so nice. I had to wait a little while to get in, but it was only 400 NT. It was really nice. It was better than the one I got the other night where it was much more expensive. So I'm really happy I went to this one, super friendly. I just had to wait about 40 minutes to get in because of how packed it is. They don't only do foot massages, they do shoulder massages as well. And it was so funny because I didn't expect her to lift up my arm and start to massage my armpit. It was like, it made me laugh because I'm so ticklish. But yeah, it was amazing. 400 NT for the full 40 minutes. I would say that is a really good deal. Right in the middle of the night market. Super cool.
Round 2 at the 24-hour bookstore came at 1 a.m. This time it was open, and it was surprisingly full. Signs everywhere said no filming, so I kept it subtle. I just moved through the aisles, taking it all in. There's something about a bookstore in the middle of the night, unhurried and a little surreal. Outside of the bookstore, the Songshan Cultural and Creative Park sat almost completely still. The kind of quiet that in most cities would raise your guard. But here it felt different. It was calm, safe enough to wander around without thinking twice. By the time 2 a.m. rolled around, there was only one move left. Head to 7-Eleven and find some late night munchies.
Okay guys, it is 2 a.m. in Taipei and I am at my home station now and got a little treat. This cheese souffle pudding, never had it before, caught my eye. And then, if you know, you know. Time to end the night strong. I actually don't know what the rule is if you're allowed to drink outside. I'm pretty certain you're allowed. Cheers. Ooh, yeah, it's citrusy for sure. I guess it's probably calamansi, but it's a little bit more sour than I was expecting. I guess the last time I had calamansi juice, it was really sweet. This is probably just calamansi as is. These things are super strong. You do not want to drink more than one of these. And if you have a tall boy, well, good luck. Good luck to you. All right, let's try this cheese souffle. Oh my God, that was almost impossible to do with one hand. All right, cheese souffle. Oh, yum. That's so nice. It's like a cream cheese, no, sorry, a cheesecake texture, but like a nice light vanilla, almost like whipped cream sort of taste. Okay, let me get down in there, one sec. There's maybe pudding at the bottom. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that at the bottom. Some sort of like pudding or caramel, I don't know. Like an ultra sweet syrup at the bottom. Woo! It's almost a little too sweet for me. Wow, I really like the top part with like the cheesecake filling. and like the whipped cream sort of flavor. It's nice and light, but that syrup at the bottom, really, really strong. Okay, one more bite, and then it's time to go home because it is starting to rain really hard. And I look like a moron standing out here at 2 in the morning. So to wrap everything up, safety-wise here in Taipei, this is the capital city, huge population, and literally did not feel once that it was going to be a problem, that it was unsafe. Now, this is my personal experience, and I've spent a lot of time in Taipei. That's not to say anything can happen. Of course, anything can happen. Wrong place at the wrong time, not being careful enough, what have you, it doesn't matter. But for a huge city in this world, this is amazing, that you can just walk around as a woman at night and feel safe, have a drink, eat, no one's bothering you. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, give it a hype, and subscribe for more videos like this coming from Taiwan. I've got the rest of the series coming. You are not going to want to miss it. And let me know down in the comments if you would come to Taiwan because of its safety. I think that is a huge thing when considering where to travel. And Taiwan is just one of those countries where you are going to be safe. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to bed. Good night. Guys, I forgot about these amazing graphic tees here in Taiwan. You can't find create what? Only filter without education. Oops. I have caten too much, but it's okay. I love the way I am. My life is still wonderful and fabulous. Dessert time forever. These are so funny. Just random words printed on there.